Alrighty, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the Games Podcast. We're here for a little mini episode today. Just a quick discussion about our thoughts on the Splatoon demo that was recently released. They allowed it to be played for an hour block at 7
p.m.
7 p.m., 11 a.m., 7 p.m., and then 3 a.m. the next day over the
West Australian Standard Time.
West Australian time over the weekend of the 10th and 11th. Three of us got to play it. Unfortunately, Aaron missed out because he was preoccupied with...
I had things to do.
Yeah, important things. So,
Nothing's more important than video games, guys.
Exactly. So, here we are with a bit of a discussion about our thoughts. Straight away, I think it's safe to say, the single greatest game ever made.
Yeah, I think that's basically done and we can wrap it up.
All right, thanks very much, guys. You've been listening to...
I wouldn't say it's the best game ever made, but it's pretty fun. The shooting is still... okay, so I started the demo with a gun. And then as the demo progressed, I moved to the roller and realised that aiming with the gamepad's probably not the most precise thing on Earth. So
it sounded like you all had fun with the roller, didn't you?
The roller is...
It was 70% roller. I think the roller... I imagine it will be different once the game comes out because everything's going to find out what is good and what's bad.
Well, as I was playing more of the matches and noticed more people were turning on to the roller, I did notice that some of the better teams were ones that had more of a balance to them and not just a team of 4 players. So it was 4v4.
The best players I saw were blaster users. They were the ones who were getting the most kills, not necessarily covering the most. I mean, it's safe to say roller was the best for coverage. I mean, when I was using roller, after about my 5th or 6th game when I figured out how to do everything, I was getting the highest scores on my team for coverage. Like, everyone was in like the 400s, 500s. I was at 1,000 for coverage.
It was so funny because I was talking to you on Facebook during the actual thing and I said to Cam, I was like, yeah, the roller's good. It's good for coverage, but no team wins with 4 rollers. Literally, the next match we won all 4 rollers. It's like, well, there we go. Basically summed up the demo in a nutshell.
But I think that's what you're saying about balance, isn't it? You kind of need the rollers there for your coverage while you use your blasters to take out other players to keep it even.
I can see them. Like, I really hope they eventually open up to more than 4-4 because, like, even like a 5-5 would be a huge difference.
They showed, I think, 6v6 or 8v8 or something.
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so.
I've never seen more than 4 squids on a team.
I think 4 is a good number, though.
4 is good for that mode.
4 is for that kind of mode as well. You could definitely get like 8 friends together, and then have it be all friends, or you could take just 4 of your close friends and go up against randoms on the internet.
Yeah.
So you guys have all said you're pretty keen on the roller. We all know there's that new other big paintbrush coming out for the roller.
That looks good.
Yeah. Do you guys think you use that or keep using a roller? Or
yeah, I'm going to try everything. Like I think we all tried everything.
I'll be mixing and matching for sure. I mean, the fact that there's going to be so much weapon customization as well. From now, I can say I'm going to start with roller for sure. I got really good at blaster as well, though. The only thing I wasn't getting the hang of was charger. Let's take a step back anyway, and we'll talk about what the demo actually had. So you could download the demo before the allotted time started, but once you went into it, it was just a loading screen and the music playing and a button that says enter, but it would say server is down. So once the server became live, I know I was trying at about 3 to 11 to start. I was just like, I might as well see if I can get in now. Constantly just saying server's not up. As soon as it ticked over to 11 o'clock, when I was going in again, it said server full. So within literally seconds of it being 11 o'clock, it was full.
Well, I remember you being quite panicked when you messaged the conversation, like, it's full, there's no way, what if we can't get in? And, you had that initial sort of 5 minutes of panic, which I thought we would have. But bar that, it was really smooth. Yeah. Like, honestly.
Actually, come to think of it, I was disconnected a couple times because of an error I got saying the partner's controller is not detected.
Right.
No idea what that's about. Maybe someone just turned off while they were in game and the whole team would have been disconnected.
Yeah, that's odd.
Yeah, I got kicked a few times, but it was very...
I didn't get kicked
smooth.
once.
Oh, really?
I didn't even think about how smooth it was until after.
Now, you have a well-known, history of errors randomly popping up.
So yeah, my Wii for some reason just hates me, even though I show it nothing but love.
What about your Wii U, though?
Fair enough. Look, I think... Yeah, so... to recap, so there were those 4 guns, but there were also 2 maps. I noticed that as I was playing the demo and getting the allotments every time. It seemed like the warehouse map was coming up more
Yeah. I got
than the other one.
I got it was like
Salisbury Rig?
Salt, yeah.
That's the name of the other one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked it.
I liked both.
They were both very. I like the fact that they're going with like mirrored maps was what I'm looking for. Like
symmetrical.
Symmetrical, yeah.
Yeah. And even playing an hour, you by the half-hour point, you kind of still figured out like where the area to go is and like
You knew which
what's the
path
good
to
part
take.
to cover and,
Yeah.
and where to sort of pick off people. But Aaron, I mean, you didn't get to play it,
No.
but you played it at PAX, didn't you?
I played briefly at PAX. It obviously didn't have as much as what you guys got to play.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
Still a great
Good
game
taste,
from,
yeah.
from when I played it, and obviously you guys enjoyed it just as much.
Yeah.
I hope when the game comes out, I think we'll just be all over it for a while.
My concern is content, to be honest. It really is, the idea that today, on that day we played 2 of the 5 maps that are going to be available at launch, and that's quite, scary in a lot of ways, because, as I was getting towards the end and it was, the same 2 maps kept appearing, I was like, I wish maybe there could be a little bit more variety, but obviously it's a demo. I
How
can't
much
expect too
customization
much.
did it let you guys have?
You selected your skin color, your gender, and your eye color, and then you had a choice of 4 weapons. That's not going to be everything, though. I'm sure
gonna be
on
way
startup that'll be basic character
Well, it's a
customization.
demo extent.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to see everything. Just on what you were saying, I didn't get bored or worried at all. Like I enjoyed it so much that I didn't even worry about there only being 2 maps. It's only now that I think about it that I realized it was only 2.
Yeah, maybe that's a bit to do with just being so like excited and it's like, oh my god, I'm going to get an hour to do this. Like,
Yeah, whereas maybe I'm taking I must say, I am taking a little bit more of a cynical approach because I just want it to, because I'm being hard on it because I want to hold it to the same standard as a Call of Duty or another shooter. I think it should be held to the same standard.
Yeah.
I got the same sort of feelings playing online that I did playing COD.
Oh, 100%,
Like,
the
so
same.
It's not as if it's
If you're in a
toned
kill,
down or
if
anything
you're like I liked, there was a point where I was in the warehouse one, and I had killed 9 in a row. And I was just like, I'm undefeatable now.
Yeah.
Where's my kill streak?
Turn a
Yeah,
corner,
exactly.
like turn a corner.
Why haven't
and
I
just killed.
prestiged yet?
Yeah.
No, I think, exactly. I got those same feelings. But yeah, it is toned down. Like, I disagree that you think it's not toned down, because it is toned down just from the perspective of there's no blood, there's no real gore to it for obvious reasons,
okay, fair
because
enough.
it
Do you
is
think they'll have
targeted
things
at
like
a
perks down
different.
the line though?
I can see it.
I mean, there's already items you can buy in the game. Like they announced the whole specialty thing where you use the sea urchin or whatever it was to buy stuff.
Yeah.
So there will be more stuff down the line, and there's special abilities and stuff that you gain. Like if you have a high kill streak, you get your special weapon.
But it doesn't follow that was tough because it playing
you
the
lose
demo.
when you die,
I didn't
by
really
the
know
way.
how to use any of those special powers. Like I knew that I had to access those on the gamepad, but it didn't really give me a reference point to do so.
I figured it out by
Well,
hitting buttons. It's R, right?
You right trigger to set, and then
Bump up.
and then you shoot with it. You activate it with your right trigger. With the right analog stick, wasn't it?
Well, see, even you guys,
I can't remember
couldn't
now.
tell.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
from what I remember, I was roller a lot. So the roller one was like a sound emitting thing that like stopped people walking into you, and and then it would explode into some ink. If you had the Blaster Junior, you had a barrier, like you just like an invincible barrier for a short time.
Some of those are so overpowered.
Yeah, the regular Blaster one is just you get like a bunch of grenades to throw, and they just explode in ink. And I can't remember what the Charger one was because I don't think I even used it because I used the Charger for like 1 round. I was like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Anyway, going back to what the demo actually had. So you customize your character, then it opens you up into a world, and it's like, welcome to Splatoon, blah, blah, blah. It teaches you how to walk, how to shoot, and then gives a little mini level where you're shooting balloons and walk all the way to like a charger, and then it throws you into like the main arena.
Yeah, I thought the tutorial was
was
very
cool.
good. It taught,
Yeah.
like,
Some people were, because I watched a few Twitch streams afterwards,
Yeah.
and some people were like, why can't I just play the game? And turns out you can actually just exit the tutorial and then just get straight into battles. But
Really? I didn't even know
just,
that.
Yeah, I was just
I just
lapping it
wanted
all
to
up, to be
have
honest.
every experience you can from it. Immediately as I started playing, once you got like started using the gyro controllers, I was like, oh no, it's really, really hard and like it's not accurate. But then once I got into the game, I realized if you can center the camera around yourself, so you press Y at any point, it recenters the camera. If you just hold the controller still, you can move the camera with your right analog stick, like a regular game, and just shoot like that. And that's what I do with most games that use the gyro, because the gyro is okay, but it's not the most accurate if you're out of practice with it. So that's what I ended up doing with the main game.
I disagree. I was using the gyro like all the time.
Yeah.
So surprising. I was surprised. I usually use analog stick as well.
Yeah. I guess I would like to see them.
No, I think it was so intrinsically in me to use the analog stick, so
Yeah.
I still haven't.
Well, that's your
I'm the odd
typical
one out.
player will
Yeah.
use analog sticks. I'd like to see them implement a choice.
Yeah, there is.
Maybe is there?
Yep.
Okay, there is.
So
gyro
you
off.
can use...
Could you do it in the demo
Yes.
though?
Yeah.
Didn't even
Oh,
know.
Yeah,
that.
you
Really?
You only got an hour to do it.
Wow, didn't even know.
Yeah, well,
so
there
there
we
you
go.
go. But it still strikes me that it's only gamepad only for the
Yeah.
meantime, right? And local multiplayer
Well,
isn't.
It's
It-
still
it
being
is-
a bit iffy on that. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what's happening there.
Did you guys feel at any point the need to shout over game chat?
No, I didn't.
I mean, we weren't.
yeah, like
I
expletives
wasn't.
maybe, but
I wasn't playing with friends. If we were playing with friends and we were playing competitively, absolutely game chat.
Strategies or
Not
But I'd
with
want
randoms.
to though. Like I feel like what I enjoy about those kinds of games, it's similar to Destiny. Like I can just play competitively, but not just try and win.
Yeah.
But then talk to my friends while I'm doing it.
right.
So that's what I
not
enjoy.
necessarily actually talking about
Yeah.
The game.
Well, I mean,
Well, I mean, we were
necessarily, no.
chatting on Facebook and type chatting during the play in between rounds and stuff, and
Every
that,
3
that would have
minutes.
been fine in game with game chat. But if you look at it from a strategic point of view only, they're 3-minute rounds, and with a pug group or a random group, you're not going to be able to talk strategy anyway, and it's pretty much 50-50 for wins. I mean, I came out at 6 and 5 or 8 and
something like that.
yeah, it was
pretty
very,
even.
very,
Yeah.
very close. I won more than I lost in the end, which was good because made you feel a little bit better about yourself. But I definitely still needs game chat. I don't think there's any doubt that this game would be better with game chat.
Yeah, I think the real key is going to be the matchmaking, as well, and how it measures your skill in the game and how it records wins.
Yeah,
Because ultimately, if I can be, if there's a progression and there's a way to be around similarly placed people, that's when you get the most enjoyment from
Yeah.
it. And I think they know
that's
that
what
as
that.
well.
I mean, they announced that in the direct that your level you'll be paired with people at your level or close to your level, and that's
Yeah.
why you can't access the online until you're level 10 in game.
But every game does that differently.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of making sure Nintendo do it.
From that small time playing it, I feel like balance is one of their big priorities, and you can see that everything has their pros and cons, and I think that's hopefully going to play out through the rest of the game's life. And I don't think they'll have a problem with that. It'll get to the point when I can obviously already tell, just like most Nintendo games, like Smash Bros and Mario Kart, there's going to be people who are searching for any sort of exploit, and people are going to be way better than other people.
There's gonna be wave dashing
So,
and all
yeah.
that.
So I think as long as they find a way to
literally
curve
is
that, but I can already see me playing this competitively. I can see us, getting a team and doing anything like like COD and stuff. They have this professional Call of
clans
Duty
and that
players
sort of
and
thing.
clans and stuff. One thing we didn't mention, I can't remember the name of it, but they're doing a similar thing to the Conquest in Smash Bros, where they ask a question. So the opening question for the game.
Splatfest.
Yeah, the opening question for the game will be rock music or pop music.
I kind of compare it to the Everybody Votes channel,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
which was on
Everybody Votes
Wii,
channel.
which was, a kind of nifty idea.
Yeah.
But, so everyone votes for a different...
You basically
thing.
choose your choice, then
Do you
everyone
think
battles.
choosing this is a big way to do surveys?
Yeah. I think
Well,
so.
yeah, of course.
Maybe.
That's the
That's
cynic's
what I
way
know.
of looking at it,
I'm
right?
just saying.
Well, Club Nintendo, for the membership service where you input in games, it basically is a survey because you say, oh, why did you buy this game?
Yeah.
How many
Literally
people
is
use
that.
this game?
As someone who has like thousands of points, I've spent like 20,000 points in Nintendo Club. I can tell you all about those surveys because you have to do one for every single time you register.
But it's still
every
worth
single
it, I
game.
think.
Oh yeah,
That's
I mean
why I
I've got
do.
heaps of cool stuff from
Yeah.
it now, and I've still got a few thousand points left over that I'm waiting until the club ends. Well, just before it ends, so I can make sure they don't release any last minute cool stuff. Because some of the things they release on there, the limited edition stuff, sells for a lot. They sold a Luigi sort of scenery set diorama.
There's
And-
a Majora's Mask.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a
very
Majora's one
interesting.
mask that
Yeah.
I'm looking at, so I
Yeah.
can
It's
sell
too
it.
expensive. For
But
me.
the Luigi's thing was on eBay for $3,000, and that's basically a free item from Nintendo.
No
Wow.
way.
So you can turn a profit on them, and they had bids. It wasn't just like up for 3,000.
Yeah,
They had bids
right,
because
yeah,
it's so rare. Like they probably only made 5,000 worldwide.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're a little off topic now. But
Yeah. Anyway,
So
so
still, it's all related.
Splatoon,
Gold
Splatoon,
amiibo
Splatoon,
levels.
Splatoon. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like the demo could have been any better in any way, or like would you like to see any improvements in the final game, like control wise?
They can always release more content with it, but that's the point of the demo. That, they keep it restricted.
Content was fine. I would have liked to. It would have been cool to have it open for 3-hour blocks. I think instead of 3 individual hour blocks, 3 blocks of 3 hours,
And maybe like a 3-hour
or just
block
open
per
it for the
weekend
whole.
or something.
Yeah.
That'd be good
Because as of now, it's just taking up data on your console, and it's there's no point in downloading it until the game comes out.
Well, I mean, you still get that 10%
unless you want the
off,
10% off,
which is what I'm doing.
Save $6.
I would have liked to see, even if they did one map 1 hour, next hour and then another block with another map, and then another block with another map.
I think they were really trying to target that, stressing the server out.
Yeah.
So if you spread it over 3 hours, it's a bit diluted,
And if that's what the servers are going to be like on opening day, then
I'm all
it's
for it.
it's fine. That, in
Nintendo
fact,
and
that's
their
the
ulterior motives.
that is the smoothest online experience I have seen on a Nintendo game. When I was playing Black Ops, I had pretty smooth games like that as well.
Yeah.
But in terms of what was involved, definitely the
Definitely
smoothest,
better than
because
Smash
Smash,
Bros.
was horrible.
Yeah.
Mario Kart's not too bad, actually. Mario Kart did have some long waiting times when I first started, before they had really sort of fixed up their connection.
Well, on Mario Kart 8, I don't think really had any online issues. But
it did on opening.
did on opening day.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
But my thing is, I'd be interested to see what the numbers are, what the initial
Yeah.
sort of numbers are for downloading the demo.
Yeah.
And I'd be interested to see what the initial sales are, because they tend to be riding high at the moment. And I think this hopefully seems like a game that, because it's so accessible, it's right in that Nintendo demographic, being sort of younger people. So, I think they're, look, I wish it all the best, and I think,
It's going to be interesting to see the initial sales.
Yeah.
figures.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good. I honestly, from just the amount, like when in the demo, every time you set up a game, you had a full party of 8 within seconds.
boom, yeah.
yeah.
So it'd be good. Thought just occurred to me. You got Mario Kart, which is the Nintendo's racer. You got Smash Bros, which is the Nintendo's fighter. I wonder if they made Splatoon with Nintendo's characters and that it was Nintendo's shooter, if that would be as popular. And then you have the trinity of games.
Yeah.
But, like I'm saying, I want Splatoon to be that. I want that to take that spot. Be the Triforce of power for Nintendo.
Yeah.
A racing game, a fighting game, and a shooter game. And
And they'd be their own livable sort of platforms
They've
as
always
well.
done adventure games and RPGs really well. So.
yeah.
Well, I don't know if you guys know, but there was like an internal battle with the devs of Splatoon. Like, half of them were adamant that they wanted Mario and Mario characters, and the other half of them were just so against it. That it needs to have its own identity. No, it needs to have Mario because it's a new flagship title. And it's really interesting that they came to that decision.
I think
of not
it's a
choosing Mario.
good choice.
I agree.
I think it looks great. It's brand new, and I think that I think it's getting more momentum from it by being this brand new thing than if it had Mario. If it had Mario, then everyone's just going to say, "Oh, it's just Mario paint again." It's similar to like when
nothing like Mario.
No, I don't think
exactly.
it's anything like Mario
That's what I'm
Paint
saying.
can.
Like that's what they're just going to see. Oh, it's Paint Mario. It's been done.
But I think if you, it's tough, because in my mind, I think if you announce something like Super Paint Brothers or whatever,
Nintendo to paint a shooter.
yeah, exactly. I think if you announce that, it would generate a lot of fanfare, and people would be like, oh, I want this character in, I want this character in as well.
Yeah.
I think, this is sort of navel gazing, but I do think maybe further along the line, you might see a few Nintendo characters
There's
in there, like a
always
Mario
DLC
or Luigi,
characters,
but I don't
yeah.
think we're going to get the whole 50 people that are in
I
Smash
don't think
Bros.
We'll see characters. I think we'll see
Costumes?
Yeah.
Oh, well, costumes are costumes.
I can see them releasing a Mario costume where you have like a different shoot ability.
It's got to
like
be Blooper, man. It's got to be Blooper. Like,
Yeah.
Blooper.
That'd be good. Actually.
Or any Mario amiibo unlock like a Blooper costume or something, and
Yeah.
the Zelda amiibos unlock like an Octorok costume or something like that. Like,
Yeah, that'd be good.
Any Pokemon amiibos unlock an auxiliary costume.
yeah.
Or a horse.
Well, I think that like going
Yes.
back to the Mario characters, like using Inklings, it's like really an avatar. It's like your own avatar now, right?
Yeah.
Rather than just being,
So that's
Mario.
why I can wear a hat with an M on it and
Yeah.
still have it be me and still have that ownership of it
Yeah.
being an avatar.
I wonder if
in
they'll
game.
incorporate Mii's. I can see them having Mii's as playable characters.
really
hope
instead
not,
of-
but-
yeah, because they're hammering.
These
the
are
Mii's.
inevitable. I think.
Yeah.
I'm still surprised they haven't come out with a way to make your own amiibo.
yeah, like, it's like a Mr.
Put your
Potato
face-
type thing. Like,
I'm sure that's coming somehow. Like you put your face in online, make a me amiibo, and it comes in the mail
Oh,
as you.
no.
A printer in their house. They just print
Yeah.
off their own and that'd be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all pretty happy with playing it. I think we're all really excited for it.
It's
Now we got
they're
20
it's
and
gonna be
19 days or
fantastic.
something
Yeah.
to wait.
Ugh.
I'm
Can't
sure
wait.
they'll go by really quickly. If you
Yeah.
guys are playing Kirby like I was,
No, I didn't even buy it. I
Are
forgot
you
about
playing it?
I am playing it.
How is it?
Yeah.
Give us
no,
a little bit of a preview.
I will give you guys a bit of a preview. Look, I played through the first world. Didn't take me long. It was around 3 levels and then a boss level, but that's quite typical of introductory
Is
Kirby
it as
worlds.
easy as you thought it'd be?
I will, because I'm still, yeah, it is quite easy. It's
But
still
you said in our last episode that
that I would say Kirby is the easiest of all of them. Yeah, for sure. It's still quite easy. There's plenty of health power-ups if you hit yourself, and there's plenty of ways to just get back to full health. So, but I do think I got up to a point where they have the first transformation for Kirby being a tank. I thought that was really cool because you kind of go around and it becomes less about drawing a path as the tank's sort of moving on its own accord and you're just trying to like shoot stuff on the screen.
That's awesome, yeah.
And that's really cool. So so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm actually probably going to play some more later tonight. So
Some of the criticisms I heard were like, it's such a beautiful game, but you're not looking at the screen.
Well, yeah. So I look at the screen intermittently as I sort of look at the gamepad, and I do realize that there is obviously a bit of a difference in fidelity, but to me it still looks really good on the gamepad.
yep.
So if that's your major gripe with the game, I don't think you actually want to play the game.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, it is one where you are touching on the screen, and it's a good implementation of the gamepad.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
All right, well, there we have it. Everyone's keen for Splatoon.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much the message we can leave everyone on. If you don't own
And
a
buy
Wii U,
Kirby.
if you don't own a Wii U, go out and get it. There'll be a special edition that comes with Splatoon. Get the triple pack and get yourself 60 in-game missions or quests. I don't know what they're even going to call them yet.
challenges. I'd say.
Challenges,
Yeah.
probably,
Challenges.
yeah. Get it and then play it because this is seriously going to be one of the best games of the year. I can't wait for it. I'm so excited right
Yeah.
now. Like it's literally the only thing I have to
and
wait for
we'll
now.
bring out another episode, guys, when we've all played it, and you can see our reactions and how we've been going with it. And
Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free to chat as well. We need some love on the page on the old Facebook group there. We want to get some conversation starting with you guys. So, let
if
your
any of you
friends.
played the demo, let us know what you thought and your views as well.
Definitely.
Definitely.
We're always happy to have listener feedback as well.
So, like, share, comment, give us stuff.
Subscribe.
Upscribe, downscribe, around side.
Sideways.
Do whatever you want to do as long as it gets us more views and hits and stuff.
Definitely. Well, thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks again, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
Have a
Bye.
good one. Bye.
And as always, thank you for listening to
The games!
So you just lied to everyone.
The last expansion.
No, I am going to play Kirby, but after I play House of Destiny.